Annyeong Buzz! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the most buzzworthy K-pop stories and spill the tea you didn't even know you needed. And today's topic? I honestly had to do a double take when I first read it. We're talking about Enhypen's youngest member, yes, maknae Nikki, and his insane shopping habits that have the internet absolutely shook. So, picture this, you're at a fan sign, casually chatting with your favorite idol when out of nowhere he drops a bomb like, "Oh yeah, I'm a VIP at Chrome Hearts." Like it's no big deal. I mean, what? At first, it sounded cool but harmless, right? Until you realize being a Chrome Hearts VIP isn't just about shopping often. It's about dropping some serious cash. We're talking hundreds of millions of Korean won per year. Let me say that again. You need to spend 100 million Korean won per quarter, which adds up to more than 400 million Korean won a year, or around $191,000 USD on just one brand. Let's pause right there. Nikki is 19. I don't know what you were doing at 19, but I can promise you I wasn't spending nearly $300 a year on fashion accessories. I was lucky if I could afford a decent pair of sneakers. But this kid is out here shopping like a CEO of a luxury brand himself. But it gets even more wild. A fan noticed one of his recent Chrome Hearts pieces, a necklace, and guessed it was around $61,000 USD. Now, some corrections later suggested it might have been closer to $30,000, which, let's be honest, is still a massive amount for a necklace. That's the price of a car, or like 4 years of tuition at some universities. So now, fans are starting to look at Nikki's fashion differently. We've always known he had style. He's constantly seen in Chrome Hearts rings, hats, jackets, but now we realize just how seriously he takes his fashion game. Those weren't just sponsored pieces or a couple of splurges. This guy is an elite-level luxury shopper, and apparently, he even shops in stores that are closed just for him. Private shopping sessions, that's next-level idol status. Here's the thing though, and this is where I want to hear from you. Do you think it's too much? Or is it totally fair, considering how hard he works and how successful Enhypen has become? I mean, this group debuted in 2020, and in just a few short years, they've become one of the most talked about fourth-gen groups out there. World tours, sold-out merch, endorsement deals. The money is real, but even with that context, some fans are still a little shocked. Not mad, just stunned. It's not every day you hear about a teenager spending almost $300,000 on one brand alone. Personally, I'm torn. On one hand, I love that he's confident and enjoys what he loves. Fashion is clearly a passion for him. He's not just throwing money around, he's curating a whole image. And Chrome Hearts? That's a very specific aesthetic, dark, edgy, rock star energy. It fits Nikki's vibe perfectly. But on the other hand, I can't lie, when I saw the VIP criteria, my jaw dropped. Like, that's ultra high society territory. You usually hear about these kinds of numbers when talking about Hollywood elites or oil tycoons. The fact that a 19-year-old idol is already part of that circle, that says so much about the scale of his fame and income. And let's be real, it also speaks to how much the K-pop industry has changed. Idols today aren't just singers or dancers, they're fashion icons, influencers, business moguls in the making. Nikki being a Chrome Hearts VIP is just another sign that idols are playing in the same arena as global A-listers. Now, I want to know, if you were Nikki, would you be spending that kind of money, or would you be saving, investing, or maybe low-key hiding from those crazy price tags? Be honest, because I know some of us say we'd be humble, but also, that Chrome Hearts necklace does look pretty amazing also. Do you think this will influence how other idols approach luxury fashion? Like, are we going to start seeing more maknaes flexing designer VIP status? Or will this actually spark some backlash from fans who feel it's a bit excessive? I've already seen some discussions online. Some fans are cheering him on like, "Yes, king, treat yourself," while others are like, "Wait, how is this even real?" And honestly, both sides make sense. We want our idols to live well and be rewarded for their hard work. But we also forget sometimes just how insanely rich some of them have become. Let's talk more about that in the second half, because Nikki might be the youngest, but this news might be hinting at how powerful he's becoming, not just in Enhypen, but in the entire industry. Okay, so let's really dive into what this means for Nikki and for Enhypen as a whole. When idols get this level of attention for their shopping habits, it usually sparks something bigger than just, "Oh, he bought a necklace." We're talking image building, brand relationships, even potential ambassador deals. And if Nikki isn't already in talks with Chrome Hearts officially, let me tell you, they are missing out, because the influence he has, it's massive. He's not just spending money, he's setting trends. You know what I think? This isn't just about flexing wealth. I see it as Nikki building a legacy. At 19, he's already creating a personal brand that's strong, recognizable, and aspirational. There's a reason fans are so obsessed with what he wears. Every little detail is part of a bigger picture. Nikki as the cool, mysterious fashion-forward magnate with high taste. It's giving K-pop luxury royalty energy, and honestly, that's impressive. Because there are idols way older than him who still don't have that same level of defined image. Nikki is intentional, whether it's dancing, styling, or performing. There's thought behind it, so the Chrome Hearts thing, it's not random, it fits. But I also want to ask something deeper. Do you think we as fans sometimes get too invested in the money side of K-pop? Like, when news like this drops, part of me loves the drama and the glitz. But part of me also wonders, are we feeding into a cycle that puts unnecessary pressure on young idols? I mean, think about it. Imagine being 19 with the entire world analyzing what necklace you wear, what shoes you buy, what brand you're loyal to. That's a lot. And Nikki handles it so calmly, so coolly. But still, it makes me wonder how he really feels about being in that spotlight 24/7. Let's not forget, idols are human. Just because he's rich and famous doesn't mean he doesn't have moments of pressure or insecurity. That's why it's important, I think, to celebrate his success without turning it into a competition or judgment. I've seen a few netizens saying things like, "Why would anyone spend that much on fashion? Or isn't this excessive?" And sure, from a regular person's standpoint, yeah, it's a lot. But in Nikki's world, that's kind of the norm now. It's not about just owning a necklace. It's about what it represents: status, identity, and confidence. And if we're being honest, don't we all have something we splurge on? Some of us buy albums, light sticks, concert tickets, even photo cards that cost more than dinner. We all have that thing we love. For Nikki, it's Chrome Hearts. And you know what? I respect that also. Let's not act like he's the only one in the K-pop world doing this. We've seen idols from Big Bang, EXO, BTS, especially Jimin and V rocking top-tier luxury pieces like their everyday basics. But what makes Nikki's case interesting is that he's so young. He's setting new standards for fourth-gen idols. He's saying, you don't have to wait until your 30s to be a style icon. You can do it now. So here's what I want to ask you. Do you think luxury fashion is becoming a bigger part of idol branding than ever before? And is that a good thing, or is it taking focus away from the music and performance? Because let's not forget, Nikki is a beast on stage. His dancing, his stage presence, his growth since debut, it's insane. And sometimes I worry that with all the fashion headlines, people might forget just how talented he is. So I hope this moment doesn't overshadow his artistry, but instead enhances it. To me, this Chrome Hearts VIP reveal is a symbol of just how far Enhypen has come. They debuted in 2020, and look at them now. They've broken records, sold out arenas, collaborated with huge brands, and their youngest member is casually shopping like a global star. That's growth. So, Nikki, if you ever hear this, congrats. You've earned your spot. And to the fans watching this, whether you're stunned, inspired, or somewhere in between, I hope this reminded you just how powerful idols can be, not just as performers, but as global influencers. Now I want to hear your thoughts. Were you shocked by Nikki's VIP status? Do you love his style? Or do you think the luxury fashion thing is going too far? If you had $30,000 to spend, would you get a Chrome Hearts necklace or something else? Let me know in the comments. I'll be reading and replying as always. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Nikki's luxury lifestyle, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your fellow Engines. This is Buzz signing off, but trust me, we've got more K-pop deep dives coming your way real soon. Stay tuned.